Yay! We're back again.
Well,
Um, we're just gonna laugh because we just keep recording because we're like we're so excited about the holidays. We couldn't wait to talk about them. We just got done with Halloween, so we felt like this is a good time to kind of start gearing up for these holidays that are coming.
that just reminded me, I did do some Christmas shopping today.
My
Don't hate
God,
me.
you
Don't
were
hate
way ahead.
Yeah, with good reason. And so,
I got advent calendars already.
all right, see you're doing good, but I'm just realizing I think I left it in the car. I'm gonna have to go out and get it after this. But yeah, the holidays are coming. If you haven't already, it's already early November, so everything's decorated for Christmas, of course, and
Right.
you can't go into Home Goods without
No,
finding
I
all the
left
holiday
Home
stuff.
Goods because I was like, this is overwhelming. I can't do this
Yeah, too
today.
much for you.
Yeah.
Fair,
But I
fair.
do feel
I
like kind of excited.
I did drive past a hotel before Halloween that had the wreaths up, and I was like, really, guys?
Too
But
soon.
anyway,
Too soon.
you do you. If you want to put your tree up now, I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna judge you.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna do it. I like the old school, like the day after Thanksgiving. I like to put
that's
my tree.
usually that weekend is when I put my tree up.
Yeah.
But anyway, realizing that the holidays are coming, which means yeah, you got to figure out like the whole. What do you do? Like, okay, so there's Thanksgiving and we celebrate Christmas. I think you guys celebrate Christmas.
Yep.
Excuse me. I've been drinking. Um, no, so much editing. We celebrate Christmas. You guys celebrate Christmas.
Hmm.
Obviously there are other holidays
Yep.
throughout the year, but especially around the end of the calendar year that people celebrate, and those things you hammer them out in your agreement, but I think like
Typically,
things
yeah.
can change over time,
Yeah.
and um, for me with well for Thanksgiving we switch year to year. So like this year,
Hmm.
Dad has the kids. I'll go spend it with my mom and my sister and her family,
Hmm.
um, and my uncle who comes every year. Um, but Christmas is like one of those little tricky things because the kids were like 4 and 7 when we divorced.
Hmm.
Um, and because we were still in the years where Santa Claus still visits our house.
Yep.
Um, we didn't want to have one person take Christmas versus, one year and then the other have them.
Right.
So right now our situation is one parent gets Christmas Eve and morning, and then at some point during the day they go to the other parent and are able to open gifts and stuff
Right.
at the other parent's house and get Christmas night with them.
Right.
Um, which is
I
kind
feel
of
like that's a
working.
pretty standard one. Like that's a
Is it?
pretty. I think that's a pretty standard
How
one.
how do you guys do them?
So we do it a little bit different. Thanksgiving, I have, and then he takes her the next day, and that's just seemed to work out. And then for Christmas, when we got divorced, which she was a baby, he always had a big family. They're Italian, so they always have a big Christmas Eve party and have a big family thing. So it just made sense that he would take her Christmas Eve, and then he
Yeah.
brings her home like on the later side of Christmas Eve, and she is home, and then wakes up with me Christmas morning, and then I had her Christmas Day. Um, that's how it started. Now that she's a little bit older, typically after like we go through Christmas morning, we have breakfast, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then she like wants to go to his house and play with her toys or see her
Mhm.
toys. She doesn't want to wait for the next day or
Okay.
whatever. So it's been working out in the past couple years where after it's actually like kind of works out perfectly because she's kind of like done with all opening everything here,
Yeah.
belly's full, like playing, and she's ready to go open more presents at her dad's house. And it works because we live so close together, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Um, and we're amicable for the most part. So that's how it works.
Interesting. Yeah, and now I'm looking ahead where, we're 9 and 11, and
Hmm.
um I'm seeing on the horizon that, things are going to start to change as the kids get older, and
Hmm.
the experience of Christmas will change,
Yes.
and I know. Stop growing up.
Talk about it.
Um not going to happen.
No.
But that for us, maybe that will be a little different because, my family is in the New York City area, but
Right. So
also, their other grandparents are sort of in the New York metro area, but like
mhm.
in New Jersey, and it's like a 90-minute drive from
How
where my
far is
family
it
is.
from your parents to his parents?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's possible that, that may switch to
Hmm.
spending more time on the holidays, in those two places with a handoff or something.
Right.
I don't know. We have not discussed it at all, so I'm like just kind of spitballing,
Yeah.
um,
Well,
because
I would say, at least in my experience, which
yeah,
is just one experience, if you can be flexible and your situation allows for you to be
yeah,
flexible, it's helpful because it's
it is.
really like actually, did I even tell you this? I had this best conversation. I don't know, this is like kind of off the track here, but I had lunch with a new hire from my job, and she was talking about, we were just chatting. I was telling her about our podcast, and she was actually telling me that her parents got divorced when she was around 8 years old, and she said, and they were awesome. They like everything like was good, and like they got along, and they still like do stuff together sometimes and all this stuff. And I said to her, I hope that when my daughter's your age, that she can have that conversation. And I
Yeah,
understand, 100% understand that that's not always possible. And like,
yeah,
never will I be like, oh, because of me. Like, it's because both of us are able to do that. And that's
yeah,
is what it is. It's not always possible, but it's nice
yeah.
that you can get there.
Yeah, and I think that there are instances where the ex will always play games, and you just
Right.
need to stick to the agreement as it
Yeah,
is because,
absolutely.
you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. But I also
Absolutely.
think that if you and your ex can get to a place where you're thinking about what's best for the kids, and it doesn't require needing to go for that expensive modification,
Right.
to say, we both agree that, we'll make this adjustment now that the kids are older.
Hmm.
You keep saying that agreement is really about a moment in time, and there are things that
Hmm.
will change, and it's like
Absolutely.
you would hope you would not have to go to court to make like adjustments to just the holidays, but
Right. Yeah,
I
but
think I
sometimes
think if you have to make adjustments, it's one of those things. Maybe when something bigger comes up, you can also negotiate those things too.
absolutely.
But if you're in a place where you can be reasonable with one another and sort
Hmm.
of make a proposal, and if they don't agree, well, okay,
Right.
this is how it has to be, and but eventually it'll change.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's easier obviously if you live in the same town like you and your family do, I think.
Absolutely.
But
What about holiday traditions? Have you like established any? It's. I just thought it was. I don't know. It kind of makes me feel weird. I we really only had one Christmas, and my daughter was like 10 minutes old. So we never really had any family
yeah.
traditions that we did. I mean, we did as a couple because we had been married for a while and been together for a long time. But are there any traditions like that you have started with your girls post divorce, or that you've kind of carried along, maybe
That's a really
changed?
good question. Um, well, they always decorate the tree, so that's
Hmm.
one.
Hmm.
Um, any other traditions?
You know what's funny about traditions? I feel like my daughter recognizes them more than I do. She's like, "That's our tradition." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess we do that every year." So I
Oh,
suppose that's our
interesting.
tradition.
Yeah, otherwise, not really. I mean, I need to think about that because it's a really, really
Well,
good and
let's put it on
important
our
question.
social media. Let's think about new traditions,
Yeah, what
or
are some traditions that maybe others have started,
yeah.
that we can think about adopting? I used to make cookies every year,
Mm-hmm.
like dozens of cookies, and
Mm-hmm.
give a lot of them away.
Yeah.
Since my oldest was diagnosed with celiac disease, so that kind of went out the window.
Yeah.
So,
I think I
um,
did that one year, and I was like, this is not really me. I'm
not for
not a
you.
baker.
I
I'm not a
absolutely
baker.
love it. So,
Not a
and the
baker.
girls, they actually do enjoy baking cookies, especially for Santa Claus. So
Hmm.
maybe that could be more of a tradition we pull in. But
Yeah. But like
Good
cookies
thought.
from scratch, because I buy the cookie. You know those Christmas tree cookies that are like sugar cookies that have a Christmas tree inside, and you just put them on the baking sheet and throw them in the oven.
Yeah.
That's my baking.
That's
I'm
your
not, I don't,
speed.
I'm not a. I love to cook. I love being creative with food and stuff, but
Yeah.
not baking. Not a
Not
thing that I
baking.
like.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's work. I did do the cupcakes for my youngest birthday party.
Yeah.
Um, that's like it's like they make a gluten-free King Arthur
Uh-huh.
makes a really good gluten-free, especially the chocolate cake mix.
Mm.
And so I baked the cupcakes with the mix, and
Yeah.
then I made buttercream, which is not hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Is
If
it?
you have a
It's not hard
KitchenAid,
for you, maybe. See, this is
it's
the hard
not.
part for me about baking is like you have to follow. I am so bad at following a recipe.
Oh, so am
Like,
I.
because I'm like, I'll add a little bit of this. Oh, I don't have any of that. I'll add this instead. And
Yeah,
like,
you can really do
baking,
that,
you can't
but
really do that.
I mean, buttercream is like room temperature butter and sugar and vanilla,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
Um, so you could do it if you wanted to, but you doesn't mean you
I
have to.
suppose it's not my thing,
But you
but
don't have to.
no.
So yeah, we made these beautiful cupcakes, and that was fun. But cookies, we need to. That's something we need to think about doing. I think
Yeah.
the girls they love doing sugar cookies, which are like, oh, it takes forever. You got to roll them out, and you got to cut. Yeah. So I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, Christmas tree sugar cookies. You just put them on the plate.
Yeah,
Put them on the thing.
slice
Well,
and bake.
definitely share your holiday traditions, or if you have a holiday tradition that you are transitioning into a divorce with, maybe
Yes.
we can help you come up with ideas because
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good at being creative and getting to enjoy these times with our kids, regardless of our structure of our families.
Yeah.
So,
Totally. All right.
all right,
Well, happy holidays, everybody.
Yahoo! It's here.